Hello, today I'll be planting a free Coleus I got from work. I'm working at a greenhouse here in Iowa this summer, and then I'll hopefully show y'all my beds that I've made for the summer as well. The only problem is it was laying on its side, so it looks a little bit messed up on the back here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be planting it today, hopefully over this way in some shade. My bare bones hori hori. Some weeds before I'm planting it. Really like this because it has a serrated edge and a sharp edge. And even when the soil is very compact, you can really get in there easily. Whenever you're taking a plant out, it's always best to turn it upside down. And even when the roots are like this, that's seriously root bound. Can't forget to water it in. I should probably mention that the dandelions are edible and have medicinal purposes that have been used back to the 10th century, particularly in Europe and Asia. They're also a good source for pollinators. But I was looking more into the dandelion's history and its use, and its main use was as a diuretic or to clear constipation. And that's why its name would be pissabed, but it also works for anti-inflammatory and as an antioxidant and for anti-diabetic purposes as well. So, back to the garden tour. I'm also wanting to show y'all my garden beds that I made, and in order to do so, I had to use the hori hori again to cut off a wee bit of grass that had grown over the bed that the previous renters were using. And I took those grass and put them here in this bare spot, and they're growing in quite well. As you can see here, there was a really thick bachelor, and it was pretty much dead right there, similar to how it is over here. Once I got the grass cleared away, I came in with the gardening fork. I don't have a broad fork. I'd like to use one of those, so for now I use this to loosen the soil. And yeah, I've got wood chips trying to keep the grass from growing into the bed again. And then carrots down the middle, and these carrots are little finger. They do get blocked by this tree in the afternoon, so they don't get full sun, so they might still take a little while. They are a faster maturing variety. I planted some nasturtiums just for fun. These are blue lake pole beans. They get pretty tall. I believe at least up to 8 feet. Since I only have 2 more poles, I'm thinking I might just not trellis this side here and then just run it along the side with the tomatoes and the beans. On this bed, I've got a little bit of a trellis system already set up. You can see I'm going for like a floor to leaf type of setup. I have peppers here in the front, some Ristra cayenne tubes, I guess the seconds, some sweet berries, and I'm hoping for nasturtium to pop out of these little holes just to provide a little more ground covering. That's another reason for the wood chips, is just to keep the ground covered. Another note on the wood chips is that it mimics succession in nature. Whenever annuals are popping up, it typically means a forest floor has been cleared out and the wood chips on the ground are starting to decompose add nutrients back to the soil, and it also helps to increase infiltration and decrease runoff, which in turn decreases erosion. If you look over here, I believe they tilled these beds, and then these might be wildlife habitat or just erosion. But I have one more bed over here, and these plants I actually got for free. The salvia here, the dusty miller here, 2 of them, a coxcomb. That one's very nice. I like the purple. And some more peppers. These are habanero, and I'm also trying to compare pruning them up versus leaving the leaves at the base. So maybe an update on that later on. And in the background are some nice peonies. So there's a lot of bees, a lot of birds over here. And I really enjoy it. Thanks for checking out my garden with me. Have a good day.